Welcome to the R&J 2018 Masters here at Decoy Lakes in Whittlesea. We're blessed with an absolutely gorgeous day today. We've got 150 plus anglers along every lake at the Great Decoy Lakes, with the strips, beastie, horseshoe. They're all in today. All competing for the main top prize of £6,000. But on top of that, there's the top 5 places. I think second place is going to take away over £1,000 down to the top 5, and with section money to fish for. Everyone's in with a shout. We're hoping for a day with plenty of weights, plenty of fish to be caught. Terry here today is the main sponsor with R&J Pipework. What do you reckon to the event, Terry?
Well, I think you're right, Daniel. It's an absolutely beautiful day, over 155 or whatever anglers. It's absolutely excellent, and it really bodes well for setting it all up again. But I'm looking forward to a fabulous day, and I think we've done excellent to set it all up.
Well, I think with the number of anglers on the bank today, it's one of the biggest matches of the year. We're hoping to continue that, and hopefully push for the 200 pegs in the coming years. I want to thank you for the support that you've given to this event, and also the lakes here at Decoy. We're hoping that we're going to have a big weight and plenty of fish being caught. Right then, Terry, we've just now set the match off. Shall we go and have a look and see what's being caught?
I think we should, Daniel.
Lovely job. So we're here on Horseshoe and early doors, and we've got Perry Briggs on peg 2, and he's just now landed carp probably around about 2-3 pounds, and I think he's because it's so nice, everyone's fishing up in the water. I think he's picking either pellets or caster. As you can see on this lake, there's loads of lilies and stuff, and although they can be a disaster, you can fish just off of them and get them going. They can generally have a proper go. We've got Steve Parry here on again on Horseshoe peg 16. Now, it's a statement to the match. Steve travelled over 250 miles to get here today, and with the growth of our match today, it's a testament to what the name of it is, and how far people have come. There's loads of guys from Sheffield, and bearing in mind we're in just short of Peterborough. It's really good to see new anglers every year, and compared to last year, the names on the sheets are so different, and it does seem to be appealing to the wider audience. We're on Beastie Lake now, and we're sat behind Steve Roberts here on peg 4. I think he's just had a skimmer down in his margin. But looking out at the lake, there's loads of cruisers and stuff like that, and on Beastie there's absolutely everything to catch. There's barbel, bream, loads of skimmers, loads of roach and everything, but obviously the carp are going to be the mainstay. There's loads of F1s, and if you get on a little nest of F1s, you can have a really good day. So we're on Beastie again. We've got Andy Bailey here, and he's now just landed another F1. He's fishing shallow down the edge, and as I said earlier, a lot of the lakes here at Decoy are really deep in the margins, and although obviously you can catch on the bottom, sometimes a good tactic is fishing up in the water. He'll either be fishing again with pellets or caster, just loose feeding but off the hand. And he's fishing a top kit +1, so he's not far out at all. When he's fishing with a banded caster up in the water, just keeping the rig moving, keep the few casters going in. Maybe he had a little indication there, I think. Definitely one to watch. Right, so we've got on peg 13 here. Recently in the Fishermania final over the weekend, I had a major, and he's admitting to £85 already, which is really good. So he's now got another fish on, and he's been mugging and dobbing and what have you, and if he's got £85, he's been catching big fish already. At 45 minutes and £85, that's on for a massive weight if they stay. He's certainly on for a flyer to start with already. There we go, decent fish again. Right, so we're here on 6 islands, and as you can see, plenty of space for everybody. You've got Paul Ash with one of my local customers. You got Ray King as well, star of stage and screen. But also this is the lake where last year's winner Jimmy Brooks won from, and he was on peg 18, I think it was, and Ricky Ashwell's on there today. We don't know really what he's caught because you can't really get down to it, but Ray was admitting to it 20 odd pound. But looking at it, everyone's sort of getting odd fish, but no one's absolutely bagging as yet. So we're on Lewes Lake here now, and this is a lake that we've not had in before on the Pipework Masters, and the pre-match talk was of Richard Bond. As you can see here, he's now playing a fish on the feed. He's chucking right over to the far bank, sort of where we're actually got our camera sort of situated. And he's not been, oh, he's now lost that one. Oh, he's done that for the cameras. So he's admitting to about £85. And on the other point, you've got Paul Yates, and he's now, well, he's just pulling a small fish. He's fishing up on the pole. They're the 2 pegs that before the match everyone was sort of saying that they're going to be the ones to compete with. So Rich is fishing a method feeder right tight underneath to the bushes, and I think it's quite shallow under there. I haven't fished this lake myself, but he had a bite fairly quickly just then a minute ago, so there's obviously a few fish about. So we're on Damson, which is the first one of the strip lakes that doesn't often get put in on the matches, but because of the numbers we've put this in today. And this is a lot smaller fish on this one. They're sort of £half pound. There are a few bigger ones as well, but we're just watching peg number 5, Steve Freeman, and he's getting almost a fisher chuck. And well, I think that one's a bit of a foul looker. No, I think that's it properly, but that's about £1 that one, I suppose. He's admitted to £70, and we're nearly halfway through the match now, so he's still in contention if he can keep the fish going. So we're down on the strip lakes at the far end of the complex at Decoy. We're just looking on Oak at the moment and talking to the guys. Doesn't seem to be as good as we thought that was going to be. Looking around sort of the £80 to £100 mark, and various methods from what we can see. It's a little bit awkward to get down into the into the lakes to go and see the guys because it's a bit too close. But looking at it from afar, caster up in the water. Just got a guy here on elm, just got one down the margin. Tom Edwards just in front here. He's had a few fish again, but we can't see down the far end, so we're not too sure at the moment what's going on. I've just heard a little bit of a rumour from the Beastie Lake and Adam Major, who we caught up with earlier. Maybe he admitted to £185, so he's well on the way to lifting that check. So hopefully there'll be a bit of competition for it on these lakes, but we'll see how the match pans out. Back here with Adam Major on peg 13 on Beastie, and to be quite honest, he's absolutely bagging. We're now entering the very final stages of the match, and I think he's nearly on for £300, which is an absolute awesome weight. And after the first hour, Adam had I think he had about £100 fishing up in the water, dobbing and what have you. Caught a couple on the method. It seems whatever he's put in has gone under, all gone round, and he's not messing about, Adam. He's quite an aggressive angler, and he's fishing now down his left-hand edge, and we've been sitting with him for probably the last 10 minutes, and he's had 5 fish and 5 puts, and they've all been proper fish. There you go, there's another one that he can only just fit in this landing net. I think I can start writing the A and the D and the A on the check for this week, this match today, but we'll see. There might be a surprise yet, but I have a feeling that's going to be Adam's trophy this year.
Started off mugging, basically. Probably had £100 in the first 70 minutes. Went a bit quiet with the cloud, but sort of just persevered really. Just done that 6mm pellet and 0.2 crystal inline, and a bit of line on number 9, 018 to an 020 and a size 16 hook. And yeah, just kept flicking it about, catching fish as they come in the swim. Had a few shallow in the margin on caster, a few F1s. Not great at that sort of fishing, so I probably had £60. Then I thought I'd see if the big cruisers would come down the edge, so big pot down the edge with pellet and dead maggot. And last hour, I guess I probably had 15 double-figure fish, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, margin rig for shallow was 016 mainline to 013, size 18 abandon, 10 hollow for the F1s. And when I come down the edge for the big carp, it was 023 mainline, 020 hook, size 14, 0.4, because it's fairly deep down there, and 14 matrix hollow. Set quite pingy. It's not stupidly heavy, not stupidly soft, just guide them out the swim and follow them out with a few sections when needed. Yeah, it's been a decent year this year, yeah, to be fair. It's all come together this year for me, so had a bit of a mare yesterday, didn't really catch a lot, had about 40 pounds, so yeah, I come back today with a new day, new mindset, and luckily I've had a really good day. So
First of all, I think you can all agree the venue's fished its absolute nuts off today. It's a testament to Di, to Wayne and Johnny. Absolutely brilliant weights and a brilliant day is had by all, I think. Thank you again for supporting the event, and hopefully we'll carry on with this, and next year we'll be even bigger and better. Terry here, you know, his continued sponsorship has helped this, you know, become one of the biggest matches that, you know, you can come to without having to qualify for a final. Just pass over to Terry because obviously he's the sponsor, and do you want to say a few words, sir?
Yeah, I do hope that you've had a great day. I have, walking around and seeing a lot of fish caught, but I just hope you enjoyed it, and obviously I will sponsor it again next year. That's my commitment. I hope that maybe I can see a lot of you again next year, so hopefully that's your commitment, and at the end of the day I just wish that maybe everyone could win, but there is only one winner, apart from other wins, but I just hope that you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Terry. In third position was Rob White with £233 off Damson 9. Well done, mate. And runner-up on the day on Damson Peg 5 was Martin Freeman with £280.5. £100? £100? What? Right, and today's 2018 R&J Pipework with Wensum Valley Angling is Adam Major with a great weight of £326 off Beastie Peg 13, £6.5 in his pocket. Hello, mate. No worries, no worries. And there's your trophy as well. Let's get you in the middle, mate. That's that one, and your big checker as well. So here we have the 2018 R&J Wensum Valley Pipework Masters champion, Adam Major. Well done, my man.
Cheers, mate.
You've done really, really well today. From the start, you've looked as though you're in pole position and everyone else was chasing you. Talk us through your match. What have you been doing?
Started off mugging fish, cruising around. So
was there plenty of fish out there to do?
Yeah, I clicked 100 after 70 minutes. So
£100 after 70 minutes, not a bad start. So you know you're going to get on with hopefully a big weight.
Yeah, and just give me time to rest every other line really. Threw some casters down the edge.
Right.
Probably had 50-60 pound of F1s on that.
Okay, yeah, but you had some big lumps when I weighed you in. We had a bit of a weigh-in job today, so there were some big lumps. Where did you catch them?
Same side, down the right, but just on the top kit.
Top and feeding, what were we feeding down the edge?
Just big pots of micros to start with. Saw some tails straight away, so caught a couple.
Bit of a giveaway then.
Yeah, caught a couple and then got rid of the pot and just handballed it in basically.
I don't think you got big enough hands for how much feed you were putting in. And I think that's a tip for everyone out there, to put plenty of feed in if you're going to get a big weight. I've been watching Adam today and he's really hauled fish in really quickly compared to other guys around the lake that I've seen. I won't say they've been slow, but they've been not as quick as what Adam has been. And with his 330 odd pounds today that he's caught, he's a worthy winner. Well done, my man.
Thank you.
No worries.